Hello there, darlings. Welcome to the Clockwork Cabaret. They are old, they are not hip. They are the weird answers that you didn't know you needed or wanted. And now, for a friendly reminder, this show is for adults. That darling DJ duo, Emmett Davenport and Lady Attercop, drink cocktails, have potty mouths, and at least one of them was raised by wolves.
And with the sound of the cuckoo, you know that it is time for the Clockwork Cabaret.
Hooray!
I am Emmett Davenport.
And I'm Lady Attercop. And I'm gonna tell you touched me.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's weird. Weird.
We try to keep like a good 3 or 4 feet away from
I
each
know.
other.
I'm still getting used to doing this in person where there's another person there to see not only my strange faces, but to make physical contact.
I'm sorry. I did not even realize that I had.
I've been tainted.
Ugh. I'm not. What?
I've been
Sullied?
I'm sullied. I am unclean. It's fine.
I took a shower this morning.
Nope. Lady Attercop, rethink that statement you were just about to make.
Yeah, please do.
Cool.
Nope. You can stop.
I can stop about the weird. I was like, I touch people I don't know all the time. Their heads, because I am messing with their hair as part of my job. It's part of my job. I should specify. I'm not just going up to strangers in the time of COVID, like licking my palms and then roughing their hair.
You went weird with it.
I had to.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this is why you should, if you have not been vaccinated, you need to get vaccinated or I'm going to come up behind you, lick my palms, and rough your hair.
Oh.
And do you want that?
Oh,
You
no,
do not.
You do not.
There is.
You do not.
You will never feel clean again. I'm going to eat pickles and peanut butter right before I do it. So that scent combination is going to be on your scalp.
Oh.
I'm going to rub it in
Oh.
to your follicles.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait. Some people might pay good money for that.
The pickle and peanut butter. Well, actually, that is what I do, rub people's follicles. I mean, that is part of my job when I shampoo their hair. Part of your job is to rub the head.
Yeah.
Yep.
That might be I think you may have just tapped into a
To
fetish market. The pickle peanut butter fetish market.
I ate a pickle and peanut butter sandwich the other day, so I'm not even going to judge. It also had mayonnaise on it if you want to know how much worse it can get. It's shockingly good.
No, those are all...
Yeah, no.
I mean, I like peanut butter,
Uh-huh.
but I am not crazy about pickles or mayonnaise.
Well, see, if you don't like pickles or mayonnaise, don't do this.
No.
But if you like those three things...
I will eat pickles. I hate cucumbers. But mayonnaise and I have a very much love-hate relationship.
Mm. So you just like a dry sandwich?
No, I want mustard on it.
Dry sandwich.
No. I will put a little bit of mayonnaise on something if it calls for it.
That's all I ever use is a schmear. I'm not globbing it on there. It's a schmear. You put a schmear of mayo, and then you put pickles.
No.
And you're supposed to
you've already gone wrong with this.
You're supposed to use bread and butter pickles, but I don't like bread and butter pickles, so I prefer it with dill. They're a little sweet.
Yes.
And then you add peanut butter.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. You lost me.
No.
You lost me after
sour. It's a little sour. It's a little tangy, and then you've got just a touch of sweet from the peanut butter.
Nope.
Peanut butter can be savory.
I like savory peanut butter. I just don't want pickles or mayonnaise involved in it.
You're gonna try it someday.
I am not.
You're gonna get curious.
I will not.
It's gonna get the better of you. You're gonna be like, you're gonna have pickles and mayonnaise and peanut butter and bread and nothing else in your house, and you're gonna go, well, you know what?
No, because I don't keep pickles in my house.
It'll keep me from being hungry. I forgot you're a monster.
No, I do have pickles because I make them myself because Rupert eats them.
There you go.
But
homemade pickles would probably be even better. If you want to go nuts with yourself, you can even home make the mayo.
No, that's one of the reasons why I don't like mayo.
Oh, because you had to make it in your...
I used to work in a kitchen and I had to make giant vats of homemade mayonnaise, and after doing that for several months, don't like it.
That'll burn you out.
Don't like it at all.
That'll burn you out on anything.
I once made the mistake of telling Rupert that I knew how to make garlic aioli, and he went, "Ooh, can you make that?" And I went,
not that hard. Just throw
it's
some
not,
garlic
but it involves mayo. It involves the making of mayo if you don't have mayonnaise. And there was a whole moment where I was just going, "Oh God, this is wrong. This is so wrong, and I don't like it." I mean, it tasted good, but
yeah, it's delicious.
But
this is why I don't like the McRib. Because I worked in a McDonald's when the McRib existed.
Oh, I was just gonna think because you're a sane and reasonable human being.
No, because there's nothing that'll put you off something more than having to smell it all day long, like the McRib, because you just throw those little fake riblets into a bucket of barbecue sauce with a lid, and you keep it warm all day long.
I feel that way about the dreaded blended drink that large coffee chain.
It's a frappuccino.
Yeah,
you can just say a frappuccino.
All right,
we can
fine.
slander.
Okay,
Starbucks
frappuccinos. I have that problem with frappuccinos because when I briefly worked for Starbucks, they were horrible.
I have that problem with frappuccinos because they're gross.
Well, that's also, but also when you see how they're made,
it's just a coffee slushy, right?
It is, but there's weird, horrible mix vat things that look disgusting, and it's all chemicals, and there's no actual real anything.
Is there a mother?
There might as well be. It might be like kombucha.
There's a slime mold involved.
Probably. It's probably a sneaky way of everything Starbucks makes is all kombucha.
What do they call that now? They don't call it the mother anymore because that's too upsetting even for people who drink kombucha. It's got a different name, like the source or something.
The source would be just as bad.
Equally as upsetting.
I think anything you call that the colony.
The colony.
Whatever, whatever you're calling it, it's going to be it's bad.
Yeah, see, I'm not opposed to bacterial fermentation. I'm a big fan of several products that start out that way. Beer,
yogurt,
sourdough, yogurt, many cheeses.
I have a sourdough starter that lives in the refrigerator at the cafe.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of all of your yeasty bacteria colony things. I just can't. I can't with the kombucha.
No,
I can't. I watched a video on how it was made at an impressionable age.
I just have tried it. And it made my stomach upset.
I've had some good kombuchas.
I've had what has been
kombuchas.
I've had what has been touted as being good kombucha. It tasted good. It just upset my stomach so badly afterwards that I questioned the whole thing.
I had an alcoholic kombucha that was pretty good.
Also, all I just keep thinking of is whenever I think about all that stuff is the 1970s horror movie The Stuff, which is about basically Cool Whip that comes
it's Cool Whip from space.
Cool Whip from space, and every time I think about any fad thing that is some organic process of creature essence. I just start thinking of that and thinking, no, if you eat enough of it, it will take you over. And you will just become the next bit of it, which is why the mother from the kombucha.
Because it's an alien spore.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's an alien spore, and it's just going to take you over. And if you consume enough of it, you just dissolve into more kombucha, and then someone makes you the mother.
I mean, as far as we know.
I think that's the
That's how
process.
it's made.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's how a lot of stuff is made. Yogurt, some fine cheeses.
Some fun cheeses. Look, I'm not saying I would let
Sourdough.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
I would let my neighbor be turned into a bacterial colony for good sourdough and fine cheeses and beer. But I'm not saying I wouldn't, you know. I'm just kidding, Susan. I don't have a neighbor.
Also, I don't know what their name is.
I do, but I don't know what their name is. Susan, I would never let you turn into an alien bacterial spore. I mean, if it was between you and me.
You go first.
Yeah. But don't worry, I would rescue your cats. So you can rest easy knowing
That your loved ones were taken care of.
at least your cats are.
Yeah.
I'm not rescuing your boyfriend. I'm sorry. He dies Susan, he dies in the first wave.
Yeah.
You know he's dead weight. You know he can't be trusted. What's he gonna do? Wear a suit at the Alien?
We've seen what he does on Sundays.
He can't help us, Susan. I'm not saying you should feed him to the kombucha spore, but if it's you or him, let's be honest, one of you is gonna weigh us down. We're the only survivors of the planet now, Susan.
Apparently, the apocalypse is now a kombucha-based apocalypse, and it's going to be very slow-moving.
You can find the script on my AO3 page.
As all good scripts are.
Yes, like every good script, it's on AO3.
It's not there. I feel like that's pretty factual.
I mean, there's probably some good, statistically speaking.
There's gotta be. There's so much stuff there.
There's everything there.
I mean, there's probably the next best song.
Do you think there's a stuff fan fiction out there?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe
that's somebody's fetish.
That's probably
somebody saw that at a young and impressionable age.
I mean, I saw it at a young, impressionable age, and then it just made me not want to ever eat Cool Whip.
Yeah, but
or whipped cream.
You know
or
what?
Anything canned.
Yeah, but your yuck was somebody else's yum.
Oh.
Now you're real sorry you brushed up against me earlier because I made it weird.
You made it so weird. And with that, we're just going to make it a little bit weirder, and I'm going to press this button.
This is Mad Wasp Radio, home of the hits.
And, Emmett,
what?
You'll be very sad to know that according to Archive of Our Own, there are no fan fictions for the stuff circa 1985.
Oh, shucks.
But you'll be excited to know that there are at least 55 fan works featuring Columbo.
What? No.
Some of them.
I don't. Are they crossovers?
Most of them appear to be pretty straightforward, like Columbo fanfics, like you would expect. Occasionally, however, there are some slash fics with Columbo, Detective Columbo and his quote-unquote wife.
Oh.
Well, you never actually learn Detective Columbo's first name, Lieutenant Columbo, not Detective, or his wife's name. He mentions his wife several times, but you never know her name, you never see her. So if, as far as we know, the wife is a beard. The wife might not be real. In fact,
according to one of those,
according to these highly accurate, not headcanon-y at all, fan fictions, it could be Jim Rockford of the Rockford Files.
Oh, but
Detective
Jim Rockford
boyfriends.
Jim Rockford actually has a wife. There was actually a spin-off show of the Rockford Files that was featuring Rockford's wife.
I will bet if we Googled it, she's got her own fanfics where
Probably. I don't want to know.
She's seducing all the mans.
I can't help think of Columbo as Peter Falk and Peter Falk as the grandfather from Princess Bride, and I don't want.
There's also Lieutenant Columbo and the Reader.
I don't want to picture any of this.
Or Lieutenant Columbo and everyone.
No, I don't.
Or
No.
And this is a rated G. This is not a slash one. Oh, no.
Nope.
Lieutenant Columbo and Mrs. Columbo. No, this one, he apparently there's one on here where he interrogates Lucius Malfoy.
What?
He did go to Britain. Columbo went to Britain. I saw that episode.
Yeah, but the timeline. What? Is there time travel involved?
Yes, there is time travel.
That. Of course there is. Why did I ask? What is? I don't
love it. I love it.
Yeah. No, good on you, people, for writing those things.
Keeping Columbo alive. There is an active Columbo
I had no idea.
tag on Tumblr. I looked. I was pleasantly surprised. There were Columbo memes on there. It was delightful.
I don't know what to make of this.
This one is a Columbo Marvel Universe crossover.
No.
This is going to be the rest of the podcast.
No.
I just look up stuff on AO3 that delights me and upsets Emmett.
I just don't want to think about any of. I mean, like you said, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. However, no,
you just don't see Peter Falk as a sexual being.
I just think of him as the grandfather from Princess Bride reading a story to his sick grandson, and that, as far as I am concerned, is how he will always be pictured in my head.
Don't go on the tag. Don't go on the Columbo tag
not,
on Tumblr.
Nope, will not. I mean, I know I know he was a young man. I know that
he kind of just looks like
he just always
young Peter Falk.
He's just always looked like Peter Falk.
And hey, you know what? Peter Falk is some people's type.
That's fine.
There are some that find Falk a daddy.
That's fine.
Maybe even a granddaddy.
I don't. Just.
It should not bring me as much joy as it does, and yet it does. Somebody wrote a saucy fic about Mr. Columbo and his wife.
No. Stop.
Okay, I will.
Please.
I'll
Please,
put
for
away.
the love of God.
I will put away the Columbo. I love it. I'm here for it.
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna write a sexy.
I'm sure in 3 days' time you will have pointed out exactly which ones are your favorite ones. And
I'm
share
gonna
them.
write a sexy Columbo fic.
Yeah. You're gonna put it on AO3?
He's gonna start getting sexy, then forget what he was doing, and then wander away,
and then solve a crime,
and then stop and go. Wait, one more thing.
Wait, I
was taking off my top. Bump, chicka, wow, wow.
And then I solved a crime.
Oh no! The murder weapon was a sex toy.
I just thought of the crime. I just thought of that other crime that I was left unsolved. I just figured out who did it.
Hey, it was a wild time.
It was Rose from Golden Girls.
She was the serial killer all along.
And that is the crossover.
That's the crossover. Oh, Columbo / Blanche. Interesting. Would it be Blanche or would it be Dorothy?
I think he would like a tall woman.
He was a short man. He'd like a tall woman. Maybe Mrs. Columbo was Dorothy.
Oh.
What?
No, we met Dorothy's ex-husband.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah. He was not
I forgot he was in the show.
He was not a mystery.
Wait, what was his name?
I don't know. Mr. Dorothy.
Mr. Dorothy.
That's all I know. All I remember is that Sophia didn't like him.
No, he was a loser.
He's a loser.
He was, yes. And she got her pregnant on prom night.
Ugh.
That was the plot. That's why they got married. Because she was Catholic. She's a good Catholic girl. Got her pregnant on prom night.
I honestly don't remember that much about any 80s shows that I watched.
I've been binge watching a lot of stuff in the quarantine to get me through. And if this show has been helping you get through the quarantine, what a flawless segue. My goodness, Lady Attercop, that was so talented. Thank you. If you'd like to tell us how talented I am, you can do that. Tell Emmett how talented I am. You can do that by going to our Patreon or our Coffee, and those are both located at patreon.com/Agony Aunt Studios or coffee, ko-fi.com/Agony Aunt Studios, or you can go to our website, agonyauntstudios.com, and there you will find all of our social media presences. You can follow Emmett and I on the various platforms, and you can tell me your favorite Columbo theories about who the lieutenant's mysterious wife might be. Is it Rockford? Could be. Who knows? What swarthy 70s detective do you think Columbo's hooking up with?
Kojak.
I was gonna say Kojak, but then I'm like, what if it's Magnum PI?
I don't think Columbo would be into the mustache.
He's a little too high maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be Kojak.
He'd be like, "No, you're a nice guy, but those shorts, I don't understand them." Can you tell I was not lying when I said I've been watching a lot of this show in the quarantine?
I wasn't gonna argue, but there you go.
Last week I talked about Murder, She Wrote. This week I talked about Columbo.
It's just the 80s. When are you gonna binge watch my favorite 80s detective show, Remington Steele?
I might get to it. I'm gonna see.
I liked it because all of his aliases were all Cary Grant characters.
Oh, very smooth.
Yes.
I'll get to well if it's on the streaming services that I use for free.
Oh, there you go.
I'll check out some Remington Steele, or who knows, maybe I'll actually make it into the 90s. No, I won't make it into the 90s. I'm not watching Friends. I refused when it came out. I'm not doing it now. But anyway, you can go there and follow us and give us money, and we can keep making the show.
Yeah, and play music.
In which we talk about detectives from the 1980s and 70s.
That there's not interesting in any way, shape, or form.
They can be streamed.
Are they relevant to what's going on now? No.
Yes, they can be streamed.
They're only relevant in the fact that this is how we're surviving the pandemic.
Everything is relevant now. It's all streamable.
You've been streaming 80s shows.
Well,
I've
Columbo's
been 70s.
Yeah, 70s.
I've been streaming stupid superhero shows, catching up.
There we
on
go.
That because I can put it on and then forget what I'm doing. And then sometimes I go, "Ooh, look, pretty. Ooh, a fight."
All in Columbo, they show you who committed the murder in the beginning.
Yes.
And then the rest of the show is watching Peter Falk be mean to rich people. It's very good. It's very good.
Cathartic.
It's very good pandemic viewing.
Fair enough. I feel like whatever you need to do to get through all of this, fine.
Let's be real here. We are not out of it yet, y'all.
No, I remind myself that the Spanish flu epidemic of the turn of the last century took
1911
took 2 years.
2 to 3, I think.
1918 to something or other, but yeah, but it took a while. So
it took some time,
and also because people are going to be peopling all over the place. So be careful, be safe, be smart.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Get vaccinated if you can.
And
just be kind to other people, especially if they work in food service.
Oh, please.
Or retail. They've been having to work through this whole thing and dealing with people being absolutely awful to each other, to them, and I hate it.
We've both been working in person through this pandemic. It's been a trip.
It has.
And
I have some very strong opinions about humans that I will not say in mixed company, being our listeners. but I have some opinions.
It's been a long.
I'm a little disappointed in a lot of humanity. Let me just say.
Yeah. It's been a slog, everybody.
Shaking my finger at people.
And I'm sure we don't have to tell our listeners
this. No, our listeners are good and smart and wise and good at everything.
That's right. Because clearly their taste is impeccable.
Yes.
At least in podcasts.
Because you listen to this thing.
Yeah. where we tell you about Colombo AO3. The tag on AO3.
I bet you're all very excited about that. And with that, this has been the Clockwork Cabaret. She is Lady Attercop.
And they are Emmett Davenport.
And it's not work we do.
It's love. I was going to say, and I am Lady Attercop.
There was a bee, a pretty little bee. I see why you might choose it. I'd rather have a madman wasp, cause he plays all the music.
Choose the Madman Wasp. He plays all the music.